So this is how you print the 2-plate intaglio print. I need to put the line drawing on the top and the shading at the bottom, otherwise the shading would obliterate the line drawing if it were done last. So whatever you want to be on the top of the paper needs to go on last. I've put the plate down on the bed of the press and I'm going to draw around it just so that I note the corners. This way the second plate that goes on will be lined up with these corners. What you try to do is keep it all clean and use a clean sheet of paper to put it on. So you've got a sheet of paper on the bed of the press. You get your soaked Fabriano paper that is well blotted so that it's not too wet. Right, and place this over the print so that it's centered. And this piece of paper needs to be fixed down. Fix it down with a piece of masking tape. You then put your newsprint on top of that. That's to keep the blanket free from size when it goes through the press, and pass it through the press. And I'm going to take it there and back just so that you can see it. But you would normally only pass it through one way. And this is under a great deal of pressure. It doesn't look like it because my press is so geared. That's one plate. Go through the procedure again. Lift this up. See, that's tape's coming away. It's because the paper's so wet. But it's quite interesting, like you can line it up because you can just about line it up on the corners of the plate because the plate's so indented. But it's tricky, so it's not ideal. And this one I have left quite a lot more ink on it, sort of, so it's a bit more messy and noisy, and I think this isn't going to work, you know, because I've got it too dark now on the first print. This is too dark. Okay, I should be able to just lay it over. It should all just match up. You can just, nope, it doesn't. It's all come away. Right, this is a good thing for you to see, because what happens is you can actually line it up with the actual corners. The tape didn't stick to the wet papers, and it won't be perfect, but it is sort of possible because you can sort of see it all through the papers. It is not ideal, but it's quite nice for you to see me making mistakes, you know, because they are rectifiable, just like absolute mess. So all those corners are pretty well lined up. Okay, there we go. Through it goes again. And back again. And again, this is interesting because there is an extender you can put with the inks, so it makes it more transparent. So you wouldn't have such a dark first print. I really like that. There you go, look. And I've got the corners nigh on perfect. Just let you see. I made the same mistake with the first print. It's something to do with this paper. It's too wet. But you can just see that the two plates aren't quite lined up there. But it doesn't seem to make too much of an effect on the rest of the paint picture. I mean, it works okay. But I do quite like that really dark one. Looks like a bright sunny day. So we'll see what they look like when they're dry. I might do one more plate. Got a bit of a mess in there. And there's obviously blemishes on the plate.